came in the store, and she was like an alcoholic, and she goes, I'm trying to set up her email to get her an account, rewards account. She said her Gmail account was hacked. She goes, I've been hacked, whacked, blacked, smacked, and compact. Compact. Meowman cometh like a thief in the night, like Jesus Christ. You never know when I'm going to appear. Eddie Steady. I'd love to say you won a prize for being first on the scene, but I don't have anything to give you but my wisdom and knowledge. Blue STI, if I knew what was up, I'd stay down. Who wants to get hacked, smacked, blacked, compact, and whacked and smacked? Everybody like all the phonies on Instagram showing the highlights of their life. Like everything's all peaches and roses. That's right, third place. You get third place out of 4 or 5 guys, it's excellent. I'm weighing 202. I trained at the layer this morning and Malden SC. Some chest, shoulders, and tries. Thoughts on being in a leadership position at work and working with women who don't like to take orders? Write them up. Insubordination. Find that policy, highlight it, and show it to them. It's nice, warm, and humid. Reminds me of Florida today. I'm going to have some German food later on with my parents and brother. Don't give me how you doing, Blahino. This is war. Nice. Clint E hit a back day, heavy back day. Hopefully Father's going to make a full recovery. What are you doing for cardio, Sean? I'm probably going to do some here in a little while. Get my steps in. I have a step incentive at work for 10,000 a day. I know, where's all my challengers? What's the address? Everybody like Brad's cookie cutter, peripatetic Brad on his junkets all over the country. He could be adding pieces to Bradford's Manor's gym, but chooses to wine and dine the taco bean there. My bench is terrible. I don't even flat bench that much. My shoulder's been bothering me. My AC joint grinds. I did dumbbell incline today, 110 pounds for like 10. I just resigned from my second job this week. It was good while it lasted for 3 months. No plans on visiting Florida anytime soon for me, buddy. Yeah, I'm the only one here. I don't know where everybody's at. No, I never dated a Korean chick. I'd like to. I like the Asian women. Well, they may not be as submissive and family-oriented as they used to be. Who knows? Do you think jumping on gear, then going back natty raises your genetic strength limit? If you keep, if you do that on and off and stay consistent with it. JT just checked in at the pool. Yeah, I see Dale's been benching with the slingshot. I never tried it myself. No, I don't know if any newly discovered medicinal herbs or psychedelics. I don't really follow it. It's not something that interests me that I would ever try, so. Everything's going, my friend. How's everything with you? Dale's going to try out with the Blue Angels I see out at the beach and fly. With his track record of operating high-speed vehicles, I don't think it's a good idea. Easy bar versus straight bar curl. For years, Lenny and I did the straight bar, but I mean, if you're having like tendonitis in your elbows or wrists, you could change it up to the easy bar until it's better. Thoughts on Roe being struck down? For the most part, you know, it still gives them the opportunity to do it or go to a state that allows it, but that so-called men who are out there protesting with them is disgusting and despicable. But for me, I have other issues I look at when voting on things and choosing somebody to run. Once in a while, I'll watch Lenny's lives, but maybe now I have more time with just the one job. The Piedmont porch buffer. He lives a stone's throw away from me. Maybe I'll get together with him. No, I couldn't do 650 without being on gear. Nope, no ooey and gooey for me. Have I looked into CERN? No. That the thing in, what is it, Switzerland or something? Where they have the Hadron Collider. Ugh. Yeah, I'm doing the retail job full time. Where can you get quality DNP? I don't know. I never tried it. Lenny used to be able to get it. Would I marry a Jewish girl or Muslim girl? Both. Thanks, Coyote Fit. Mom's struggling. She has at least 3 more chemo treatments. She's not doing well, really, but yeah, it's been rough, the chemo. Thanks for asking, though, Blahino. You got COVID? Yeah, it's still going around. Take quercetin and zinc, some vitamin D. Thanks for your well wishes and prayers for my mom. I appreciate it. My brother, he still lives at home. I'm gonna see him all later. We're all gonna go out to eat some German food, but he takes a high dose of lithium. That seems to help him the best. No, we don't have to be vaccinated. Mask wearing, maybe at certain medical facilities, but other than that, it's been loose here. Thanks, Eddie Steady. Thank you for your prayers, Michael. Christ is King. Mom has stage 4 colon cancer and it spread to her liver. And she just finished 20 chemo treatments. She got 3 or 4 more, and she's lost about 80 pounds and just aged really bad, still in a lot of pain. So, yeah, I used to listen to Pantera. That was my go-to. Today's youth always says, "Let's go." Yeah, Pomps and Lenny were mistaken in believing that when Richie Incognito said that about going to the Las Vegas lounge, he said, "Let's go" on Instagram. They thought he really meant to go there. Well, she has no appetite, Eddie. That's the problem. She doesn't like force feeding. Yeah, this is more tolerable than Instagram, the YouTube. My bad. Most memorable night out with Lenny. There were so many, it'd be hard to say. Times where we worked the clubs and G'd out, probably. Yeah, it's rough when it spreads to the lymph nodes. You feel me? Yeah, I haven't heard much updates on Jay other than he's out of a coma, and that's bad. But that lifestyle, age and gear, and sitting in a truck and smoking and drinking. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I'll catch Lenny's videos here and there. That's lit. Yeah, I work with a 23-year-old, and he was eating some like a protein bar, and he goes, "That smacks, man." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "That's really good." It means it smacks, bro. Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets are good albums. And Justice for All by Metallica. Can't lose the last 20 pounds. You gotta lower the carbs, up the cardio, do some carb cycling. That's dope. No, Lenny never really cared what others thought of him. Keto tips, I don't know. I never really did it for more than 6-8 weeks. Yeah, I haven't been with any gals lately. I'm the MGTOW monk. How about a collab with the Piedmont PM? He can give you tips on how to attain his sickening melted chocolate bar look. No, it's not harder. I'm even more motivated to go to the gym because it's the highlight of my life, really, and it's sad, but I think about it the night before, what I'm going to eat, and get in there and train, even though the training is a rough go these days because of the injuries, but no, nothing. No tans. Yeah, you should wither away on those ventilators very quickly. Melted candle, Nancy Pelosi. Ugh. Thanks, Road to 1000s. Appreciate it. I first met Genova in Publix. He ran up to me and he knew I was a bodybuilder, and he kept asking me what I think he'd rip up to if he did a bodybuilding show. Yep. Torn rotator cuff's a long process to get back to full strength. But yeah, that's a rough injury to come back from. Dale's got an impressive physique. It's not the most aesthetic, but it's good for strength, and he's got some, decent body parts when he cuts up. Last time I partied was Vegas, going on 4 years. Would I rather have Genova or Jay Masters as a roommate? Ooh, that's a tough one. Ooh, I can't imagine either one. Nope. I'm not in Charlotte. I'm in Greenville, South Carolina. That's for you, Ravisi. Well, Brad, I'm persona non grata to Brad. He was just up at Dale's a couple months ago and didn't even bother to let me know. I would have drove out. He was in South Carolina last weekend. He didn't want to make the drive over. He said Taco Bean said he had to get back to light fireworks in Florida, so. Life for me during high school, just wanted to get out of there. I didn't like the cliques, but I should have applied myself more. I took easy classes in the work program to get out of school early, but I didn't challenge myself like I should have. Didn't talk to girls, whatever, just had a small group of people I hung out with, so. Electric cars, somebody wants them, hey, but it seems impractical, not sustainable. Favorite back exercise, rack pulls or Dorian Yates rows. Black. $6 for gas in California. Here it's $3.90. I found some for $3.90. Is Brad becoming a loner, or is it because of Taco Queen? The latter is what I'd say. This is the biggest neck on YouTube right now. I've always been a misfit, I guess, when I look in terms of my high school and then after high school. What would I name my kids? I like Anthony as a name, a good Italian name. Anthony and Angelina. Joe Rogan actually has a thicker neck. Guys that are on juice, naturally, your shoulders, your traps, your neck get a little bigger even without training them. Yep. Rick Rude hit the nail on the head. Would you force your kid to do sports even if they don't want to? Something where they, not, maybe not traditional sports like I played, but some sort of competitive outlet physically, or something that takes eye-hand coordination. But I think it's important for them to play. I would let them know it's about the lesson of team sports and learning how to win and lose, not so much that they enjoyed the particular sport. I would sign my kid up for jiu-jitsu if I had a choice for martial arts. How did I feel when I weighed 240 to 250 in 2018? Well, I didn't have the bad sleep apnea. Overall, health-wise, it was a little healthier, but still wasn't optimal for my height and at the age and everything. Favorite boxer, Rocky Marciano or David Tua? I eat whatever I want because I could be more flexible with the time-restricted eating. So tonight I'm going out to eat German food, so I'll have like the German bread, pretzels, whatever, soup, probably like breaded schnitzel. So I can get away with it. I'm very active, so. I liked Lenny when I met him. He was riding his bike to work, just hitting the gym like me. Told me he had issues with girls, but little did I know what he meant by girls. I want to start doing the wind sprints again, but it's been raining every day, so I don't have cleats. But hopefully this week there's a couple days where it's sunny, I can get out there. Do I think I could take a punch from Tyson? Not now. Probably, like you guys say, the skinny neck might come back to bite me. But who knows? You never know until you know, not that it'll ever be in that situation, but I'd say no. I mean, guy still hits hard for his age. Sleep much better with the weight drop. Truth one, yeah, that's right. I took the hint and downsized. Personal training is hit or miss. It's not an essential, especially now. No insurance. I need health insurance because of the, the condition. So it's a good side gig. Favorite time to go to the gym is I go. Today I trained at 9:30 in the morning. Tomorrow a little later, 12, but that time frame, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Can I run a mile in 7 minutes? No, probably 8 or 9 minutes. I got a sleep study 20 years ago. It was one of the worst cases of sleep apnea they saw. But since I've dropped the weight, I mean, I should have had it adjusted, the CPAP, at some point, but I didn't. And I think it made my nose crooked and caused lung scarring because the pressure was too high on the machine. I could become a firefighter or a cop, but they're thankless jobs nowadays, and with the switching of hours, screwing up the circadian rhythms, at this point in my life wouldn't really be worth it to me. Well, it was a nasal mask, but it was just horrible. It was so tight because of the pressure. Free time, I like I'll cook, listen to podcasts, do some reading, visit my family. I went to summer camp a couple of times in early on in my school years. No, I don't talk to anybody from the old world gym besides Lenny. Yeah, better gals in Florida. Standing long jump. I have no idea. I've cut a lot of that out since I hurt my knee last year, like the high impact stuff. But if anything, I would do a box jump. But my athletic abilities have gone to crap, really, as far as like jumping and sprinting. Skull crushers, yeah. If you're really trying to keep your elbows in, could wreck your elbows. No, I don't follow Tour de France. As far as I know, I haven't gotten COVID, but I had antibodies in my last blood donation, so I don't know. Is Nate's new gal packing heat? What's her name? She's pretty attractive. She's a Latina girl. Likes to cook. Me versus JT in arm wrestling at my strongest. You'd think me. He beat Chuck the Cat Abandoner, but I mean, I was 340 pounds curling 2 plates, so unless he just had amazing technique somehow. Yeah, I speak to cops regularly. I see them. The place where I work, I know cops and firefighters. Just meh. The female cop, she's a single mom. She's nice. She used to be a trainer. She's like, don't. She's like, we're short-handed, and the benefits are good, but and then the flip-flopping of hours. No, I'm not into that. I never arm wrestled much, and it's not worth the risk to me. That top arm wrestler that Leo talked about just tore his bicep a couple weeks ago, I saw. Nate, yeah, I think he has some game, and he's got a huge YouTube following, so that helps. It's somewhat of a celebrity status. You could, have minimal game, which I don't think he does. He probably has more than we think, but that celebrity status definitely goes a long way. What would you say to tell Ian McCarthy to talk him off the ledge? Start looking into Christian apologetics. They're legit for Lenny, you know, deadlifts, bench, can't really cheat on those. Squat, I mean, it was close to parallel for 6'3", so I'd give him a good. Bootsy is good. She's been itching a lot. She probably has skin allergies, which I might have to address. Yeah, Lenny spoke very highly of Nate down there. I didn't see it myself, but Nate's 8. Yeah. I'm gonna go hit some cardio. You think Janoy is slightly jealous on Nate's YouTube salary status? Probably. Max dumbbell chest press, I don't know, 150. Double overhand deadlift at my peak. That's a good one. I don't know, 7. I did 765 for 4, but if I really chalked up, maybe I'd get some decent weight. What do you think of this? Natty for 3 years, my friend. It's 3 years since I did the Palmetto. If you guys hang with me, I'll do some cardio and keep this live going. I just gotta throw my clothes in the dryer. I don't feel like paying $40 a month to rent a washer and dryer. That money could be going to Steel Reserve. I've watched some of Jay's lives. How do I stay lean all year? Intermittent fasting. Check out this laundry room. Isn't it sick? It's like straight out of the 80s. Look, these are like bus stop seats from the 1980s. Or the bowling alley. Yeah, I stretch, not like I should though. I should do more of it, but. I'd kill to go back to the 80s too. My intermittent fasting hours are usually 16 hours no food, 8 hours food. I wonder how often Genova would wash his bed sheets. Real classy truth one, taking dumps in washing machines. I'd like to knock out Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He called out Trump. Let's see him call out Biden for lack of leadership. Yeah, I was thinking about uploading a cooking video here in the near future. We'll see. Yeah, segregated seating chairs. Probably was here in the 1980s. Live stream cooking video, yeah. Could be doable. I'll eat canned tuna. It's, I put some of the paleo mayo, some celery, some scallions, some mustard. What do you mean you can't? I can't speak my mind about politics. No, I didn't go to Pride Parade, Leather Daddy. I bet you were there, though. My daily diet, I had a cup and a half of egg whites, one egg, cup of oatmeal, blueberries, and Greek yogurt for breakfast. I did walk outside already today. I got 20 minutes walk, now I'm doing 20 minutes on the elliptical. Yeah, I'm doing more slow negative reps now, like Mike Menser. But then after I lifted today, I had 2 scoops of whey isolate, a Pop-Tart, and some strawberries. Then I had 8 ounces of ground sirloin, cup of white rice, green beans, salsa, sour cream, and avocado. £100 weighted dips for 5 reps for a 250-pound bodybuilder. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Bedroom bully already is back from death. I welcome him. I hope he accepts Christ as a savior now. Yeah, Lenny ran a 5 flat. He was trying to do a semi-pro football for I forgot the name of the team in Delray Beach, and he tried out. It was after we did 2005 Southern States, I believe. Favorite current boxer? Well, he's semi-retired. Tyson Fury I really like. I like his story. I don't really know of any other current boxers. What do you believe, Leather Daddy Furry Murray? You believe in the troll god, because that's all you do. I see your comments on Lenny's lives too, pal. Show yourself. Do I think porn or anabolics contribute to sexual deviancy? Depends on the individual. Some people porn, they have to get more perverse and perverse. Really, either way, it's the individual thing. I don't think one more than the other. They're extreme perverse individuals enhanced by the porn and enhanced by being on gear. You want to infiltrate like me and Lenny did? Go have at it. Timothy Wickberg, how's it going? You still out in Arizona? Hitler referred to Lenny's ethnic group as scum of the earth. How many hours sleep is optimal for growth? 7 to 9 hours. But you have to get each stage good REM sleep and deep sleep. It can't be all like light sleep. Valley of the Sun. I want to get out there one day, Timothy. Today I did chest, shoulders, and tries. Tomorrow's legs. Depends how much time I have in there. If I'm short on time and I got to work, just one body part. If not, I'll do like a push-pull. Thoughts on having a substantially lower number of viewers on my live streams than all the other Misfits? Well, I'm a dull guy, what can I say? Lenny's more well-read than me, knows more about history. Brad, he's a good BSer. So I just answered the questions the best I can. Doesn't bother me, I do these once in a blue moon. How do I handle with bloating? What do you mean? Like bloating from being on gear? Four hours sleep and like less than that, it's worse than being drunk, some studies say. Your effects on the brain. Traps are hard to grow, Thomas. Try whatever you're doing now. If you're doing like lower reps for shrugs or deadlifts, try doing higher reps. Try doing supersets, something different to shock it. Try doing farmer's walks. Well, Brad, what I mean is he's witty. He's very witty. I shouldn't say a BSer. Like he's witty on his feet, Brad. He has good comebacks. The banter between him and Lenny, people like. So. I'd say he has more gift of gab than me, Brad. People like that. It's, if you're going to sit and watch somebody talk, I guess it's more interesting than what I have to say. I just answer the questions. I'm an idiot. I don't have any content. I just roll with the flow here. No, I don't want a python. I'm not interested in snakes, literally or figuratively. I like furry little animals like Bootsy. Yeah, I'm happy Lenny has a little kitty onyx. Keep him company. I do more core static holds than... So like the McGill Big 3 for core, I'll do ab wheel rollouts and side planks for abs. That's not saying much that I get more viewers than Cuban. 10,000 steps is just being active is a good thing, I think, rather than sitting around, even though it's not cardio per se. I mean, it's enough to maybe help metabolize blood sugars like Stan Efferding recommends. Brad and McCuck want to get matching tattoos, eh? That's right. I provide the alpha male motivation for the porn addicts. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing a podcast, but it's a bad habit of mine, Timothy. I'm a procrastinator. Things never get off the ground. What do you think I'm doing, Big's mom? Giving you the Meowman motivation for the past 40 minutes. Daily cardio, elliptical, or walk outside, or intervals on the assault bike. I'd like to get back into sprints. Tomorrow I'm going to pull the sled after legs for cardio. How do you recommend one gets ready for the draft that's coming? Get used to doing those rucks or whatever they're called with combat boots. It's not going to be the most comfortable thing on your feet. Learn how to use, weapons. Although it's completely different parameters in war now. It's not so much hand-to-hand combat. It's so much more technology involved. Like Sonny told Michael Corleone in The Godfather 1, he goes, "This is an army where you shoot him a mile away. You got to get up close, put your gun to his head, and blow his brains out. Bada bing." That's today's. That's the difference. How to prevent intense hunger before bed? Well, I have that because I do the fasting. Dr. Berg says drink a little apple cider vinegar with some water. Besides 650, the heaviest weight I lifted was 365 standing behind the neck press for 8 reps, 765 for 4 deadlift, and squat 600 for sets at 10, 12. That was about it. Yeah, I saw the interview with the 100-year-old World War II vet. It says our country's going to hell in a handbasket. D3, in the winter I take 5,000 units, summertime 1,000 to 2,000. I try to get a lot of sun. Okay, Timothy, will do. I'll keep it in mind. I appreciate it. Thoughts on running Austrian year-round? I'm not a fan. I don't think it did jack diddly for me when I took it. Was Lenny loud and obnoxious in the gym back in the day? No, not obnoxious. He was loud. We were both grunters. Did I watch the new Thor movie? No. Is cottage cheese bad for cutting? I would cut out dairy anytime I prep for a show. It's very hyperallergenic. Do I worry about women? No. Do I occasionally think of what it would be like? Very briefly. Worry? Definitely not. Absolutely not. We shouldn't worry about a damn thing, let alone women. Do you think the U.S. is the old Roman Empire? Yeah. We are, it's just a matter of when, not if. The demise is here. It's coming. I don't think there's a savior that is a man that's going to save us. SARMs do nothing but wreck lipids. Yeah, I agree. I gained a little bit from Rad 140, but I wouldn't take it again. It wasn't worth it. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to eat before bed, just be wise about what you eat. Like I say, I don't eat before bed with the eating routine I have. I'm so used to hunger before bed because I cut my meals off early, but eat, casein protein or cottage cheese or a little bit of red meat or salmon, little salad, some nuts. Yeah, I could strip dumbbell curl 85 at my peak, 85-pound dumbbells. Can you tell a story of when I turned down a woman? The beginning stages, I just told them it wasn't worth it. They played a game right off the bat, played stupid with me, and it was just done, finished right then and there. But other times I never even engaged them, so if you consider that turning, I was just tunnel vision towards whatever show prep I happened to be at the time, in Florida, so. Is it okay to have relations with your ex now and then, or no? Yeah, I mean, it's a physical thing, but I think emotionally it's not a good thing for your psyche. If you're going to cut them off, there's the no contact rule a lot of these relationship experts abide by. It means no contact, don't even speak to them. Basically tell them to crap or get off the pot. They want to screw around, but you're broken up. I mean, come on. Any stories in the Polish Princess? No, nothing to speak of. My boyfriend, she said I was so intimidating to him. How many days per week did I train when I hit the 650 bench? Benched once a week. I did back once a week, legs once a week. Maybe a fourth day of shoulders or arms, I don't recall exactly. But benched once a week. Thoughts on Jay? Jay's, like all of us, we're flawed human beings. You know, I don't agree with the doxing of the families and jobs or instigating others to do so, but, you know, hopefully we'll see what happens with them, you know. Wrist curls and reverse curls I've done. Reverse wrist curls. I just did some yesterday for the heck of it in the gym. I did some arms. Favorite memory from the Vegas road trip was, I don't know. It was a good time. I don't know. I mean, can't think of. I had a good time at the expo. That was a good time. Some lady came out and liked my shirt, said this guy loves cats, so I guess that was it. Yeah, I know Jay said he wanted people to find my church and my job and my parents and dox them, but see, I don't agree with that. I don't know what motivates him to do that or motivates people to do that. Just that's like off limits to me. No, I don't really dream about the end times. Do you think Jay got what deserved? Well, if you violate natural laws, for the most part, people, there are health consequences. So, like me, I have a ton of plaque in my arteries. Jay, 50s, heavy, muscle or not, taxing on the body. Gear, alcohol, cigarettes, stress, sitting in a truck contributes to blood clotting. So, in that sense, it's, how you treat your body, what you put into it, it's eventually going to catch up to you. As far as like a karma, reap what you sow thing, that's not for me to say. Yeah, I've dealt with tennis elbow. I've told you guys a couple times, the flex bar. It's like a rubber long thing, looks like a dildo, but you twist it in certain ways. It helps with tennis elbow, golfer's elbow. You could YouTube it and it'll show you how to do it. It's called a flex bar. You can get it from a physical therapy place or Amazon. Not bad. For a porn addict, cookie cutter, 40-plus-year-old, washed up, never has been nobody. Praying for big. I don't go to church. I should. That's a sin, forsaking your assembly with other believers, which I don't go to a church. I'll listen to sermons on the radio. Yeah, no way. If I had slightly less plaque in my arteries, I might consider it. As far as getting on Tren and Anadrol or any gear. TRT one day, yeah. What made me get back into Christianity? Current events. Every time I have like a health scare, which you people could say I'm weak-minded, but it puts you on your back and gives you time to think about things. For a long time, you sit in a hospital room for whatever reason, and it just, what you call the still small voice from God at that time, we're constantly distracted. You're busy. But when you're on your back in the hospital, or if guys in prison, state or federal prison or prisoner of war, I think a lot of people have time to think and contemplate things. And for me, out of everything, Christianity makes sense. A lot of things still are perplexing, but that's why it says work out your faith with fear and trembling. I mean, I struggle with it day in, day out, but it's like constantly on my mind what I'm doing here, so. The book says it is a sin. I think assembly isn't as poor. Well, ultimately, at the end of the day, yeah, you could be locked in a prison cell. If you're a believer in Christ, you're a believer. You can't assemble with other believers, but if you're out in the free world, you should attend, find the church that's right for you, with other believers, so you can bear each other's burdens and rejoice when others rejoice, and when others are going through stuff, you're there with them for the sense of community. And death penalty, I'm a believer in. If it's indisputable proof, DNA, video, audio, just without a shred of a doubt, which isn't always easy to have that, but if it is, then I believe in a death penalty. A universal gear cycle for somebody that's been working out 20 years, it's never been on gear. Just go for basic TRT. Do it legitimately through a clinic. Start there. Do I believe all religions are man-made? No, I believe in Christianity. I believe it's a relationship with Jesus Christ through the Word. Has it been corrupted by certain religious sects to take advantage of course. But you have to read it and get discernment for yourself as to what's BS and what's the truth. Or a good pastor that does that for you. That's key. The pastor should have that gift to discern it and disseminate it. So, but other religions, I believe they're created by Satan. He said he'll be like the Most High. He's a counterfeit Christ. So, yeah, Wes Watson doing real well for himself. Thoughts on Soviet experiments mating gorillas with humans. I haven't heard that one. Who knows? No, I don't go to church. Like I said, I need to assemble with other believers. I just kind of been reading on my own, listening to messages on my own. Yeah, I mean, Jesus isn't Satan. How do I know that? How could it be? You have the clear evil in the world. So there should be, obviously there's the opposite. And I believe in the written records of Christ, the extra biblical accounts written by Jewish and Roman historians, corroborated as well. So my training routine is, depending on how many days I go, I'll just say it's a push-pull legs. Our PM's prime example of evolution theory. Well, that's troubling for people that believe in evolution. Is you don't see half monkey, half men with like hairy bodies, or there aren't missing links. The fossil record shows like design fully formed like creatures, like with layers of rock of nothing, and then all of a sudden an explosion of highly designed creatures. So the lack of missing links supposedly is another, a notch on the side of like creationism or design. Yeah, I've had nightmares before about like shadowy creatures, and I called out the name of Jesus Christ, and I woke up and it stopped, and I peacefully went back to the bed. But It's good anecdotal evidence, not hard evidence that people are going to always believe, but back day, depends, rack deadlifts, chin-ups, unless my shoulders bother me. If I don't do chin-ups, I'll do pull-down superset with like cable pullovers, some sort of row for lats, some sort of row for mid-back, like a T-bar, and that's about it. Well, my laundry should be done, guys. Appreciate you checking in with me. Do we have demons living inside us? If you're not a believer, if you're a believer in Christ, you're indwelt by the Holy Spirit, you could be demon influenced, but not demon possessed. But who knows? Now that I'm just focusing on one job, maybe I'll get back into doing some lives here and there. But appreciate it. Be safe out there. Remember, we snack on danger, dine on death, and dead men don't make money. But keep supporting Big Lenny. Watch his lives and, contribute what you can to him. Have a good one.